Hello, this is Cavalier, Animal People Drawer, getting ready to commentate on stuff.
Let me just say that of course racism is bad. I wouldn't make a 10-minute video defending something so obviously terrible. There's a reason why people are racist, and that's not because people want to be bad, it's because there are objective benefits to being racist.
What is this? A goat person making heated statements on the internet? Am I missing something important for this video? Ah yes, there we go. I am a rant-sona now. Look, I can even cross my arms when I demolish someone's arguments in the free marketplace of ideas. What I have to do next is write a controversial video title, which is a very essential component in a video like this. As exemplified over here by the big boy goat man triggering the liberals.
If you've stuck with me thus far, then I need you to bear with me again, as I realize what I'm about to say may sound bad. Nevertheless, I have to say this. Slavery is good. Slavery is good. Slavery is good.
Covering this video might end up being a mistake in retrospect, but I am kind of committed to doing this by now, aren't I? Anyway, this person is a very intellectual talking to us about some very important issues.
Generations have been ruined because of racism, and lives are still getting destroyed by it. However, I don't think we should be painting racism as entirely evil.
Hold on a second. I have something more important to do. Alright then, time to actually cover this moron. And by cover I mean summarizing what he had to say in this video. So, what do you have to say for us, Goatman? Racism bad, but it's natural and we need it. People who look the same think the same. Ethno-states good. China good, but China bad. The world needs to hate people so it can unify people under a single cause. Not being racist means you cannot criticize people doing bad things. Africa is leeching from the first world because the world pities little African boys. Europe loves being invaded by Syrian people. India is a nasty place. Black people do crime. White people do bad stuff too, but it's not that bad to be honest. Whine, whine, bitch, bitch. Slavery is good because it built Rome. I don't understand American history or any history in general. Make America great again means make America racist again. Our state could be so powerful if we had no human rights. States matter more than the people living in them, of course. I am so smart because I know about Carl Jung. I mean Carl Jung. And come on man, I know that deep down you want to be racist, so embrace the dark side. Or the white side, so to speak. Yeah, this is just my opinion, man. Hopefully it changes the world. And that is the video. I was surprised that there was no mention of anti-Semitism and conspiracies surrounding Judaism. So hey, congrats Goatman, it seems like you are not a Nazi, just a plain old ethno-stater. Damn, as a lefty, I so wanted to call everyone a Nazi, but you foiled me this time. There is also another video of him talking about VTubers and why they are good. I guess that is one opinion I could get behind, but I am not interested in investigating more of this video content to be fairly honest. Yeah, I know. How could I miss out on more insights by this upstanding intellectual? So that's the content. Believe it or not, I'm not actually here to debunk any of this stuff. There's a whole load of big brain people, much smarter than me, who did so. You don't need me, a random artist, to say that racism is bad. Because let's be honest, Any level-headed person will understand that what is being said over there is total garbage. What I am interested in talking about is the motivations for making such videos and whether the person behind them is being genuine or not. In other words, is the GOAT a troll? And if he is, what would that mean for his videos and messages? First, it is interesting to note that this person does not have much of an online presence. Other than YouTube, I saw him on Twitter and for Affinity, with not much going on there. From what little I have seen, I cannot shake the feeling that I am getting massive troll vibes from this individual. From proudly proclaiming to be a furry intellectual, to having a very controversial video be your first contribution to the internet. And just how blatant all of this bullcrap really is. I would encourage you to watch the video to actually see what I am talking about, but yeah, I don't want to be responsible for any harm done to you. So, to cut this rather meaningless question short, I'll just stamp this weirdo as a troll because deep down I really hope he is one. Even though the internet tends to disappoint me a lot on matters like these. Racist goat man is a troll. Does that mean his videos means nothing at all, since it's all a joke? No. It is time to talk about the big issues. Let me introduce you to a little friend called Poe. He told me that a parody of extremist views with an unclear intent can be mistaken as genuine expressions of those views. In the long run, this makes them no different than the extremists they are parodying. Not everyone has the time to examine the personality behind the message or a parody. With no explicit statement of intention, it will be very difficult to understand the motivations of something and someone's actions. Ask yourself, do you really know what is going on in someone's head, whether they be your friend or a close loved one? The answer is not as easy as it may seem. You can look for clues on behavior to determine motivation or just ask a person, but who's to say that this is going to be definitive proof of someone's intentions? People's day-to-day actions can be more irrational than you think. And I doubt just asking will help, unless there is a mutual trust between you two. Joey, are you a racist, Joey? Do you like slavery? Unless mind-reading technology is invented, and I hope it doesn't, we will never know for sure what is going on inside people's heads. But fortunately, we do not have to become nihilists just because we cannot know the full meaning behind thoughts and actions. After all, you can still examine the actions being done and how it impacts the world we live in. There can be the most racist person in the world, but if they pursued their dream of being an artist instead of ending up a genocidal maniac, then that person would have done less harm to the world despite them being literally Hitler. Is being racist bad? Yes. Is being a racist artist rather than a racist head of state preferable? Yes. Is being racist still bad? Yes. This is basically a utilitarian calculus, and it is the mode of thinking I use especially for politics. If someone resonates with the message being presented and comes out radicalized by them, saying it's a parody or it's a joke bruh, sure as heck won't fix it. The rule of thumb for comedy is that a joke should make you laugh without having to be told to laugh. It's almost like comedy is a skill that comedians take time to develop and even evolve alongside other art forms. Just saying a minority is bad is not funny. You need much more effort to make an edgy joke like this. All you are doing is generalizing with no substance attached to it and making a mockery out of comedy. Seriously, I'm less offended by how racist a joke is and more because of how unfunny the joke is. But to be fair, I'm not a minority, so racist jokes aren't targeted at me. It is important to put the subject of this video into perspective. It is true that this Goatman's video is straight up hate speech, thankfully removed. But it ain't like it is a radicalization machine, because radicals do not want to be this blatant with their messaging to convince their viewers. A video this mask off just scares off any people who could be convinced. Time to watch a video. Hey viewer, I think you should be racist because racism is good. Oh wow, I'm convinced. Time to be racist. Let me tone down the political commentary a bit. This was more like an amusing, impotent video who people could riff on, while other already ponified racists can latch on and lick the feet of this furry. Ew. YouTube has already curbed the video long ago, and there are no signs of a racist harassment campaign on the surface of the net because of this video, and I am glad. The video I watched was the Reupload, which was pretty much a laughingstock and an interesting gateway to discussing the work of a troll and their political impact on the internet. And that's my opinion on this discourse. Pretty late to the party, but I'm not good at riding bandwagons. I am not done yet. I would like to share some of my opinions on rant-sonas. You know, the things you draw to represent your commentary that people like making fun of. I don't necessarily see any problems with these things, the same way I'd say that an opinion on an art piece depends on its context as well. Here are some examples to illustrate this. Welcome. I am just a representation for my voice to make the video more interesting to watch while I discuss my opinion. Hiya, I just wanna send my condolences to the victims of the Bulgmani massacre. Notices your Bulgmani, Nazil Wazil. Extreme examples for sure, but there are no solid formulas for this stuff. People can find these distasteful or not, but I'm betting one of these examples is much more worse than the other. A sona can be used as a mask to shield yourself while spreading harmful opinions, and easily retreat into your "it's just a joke" bunker. Hint hint. It is important to note that people can mask the odiousness of their ideas with absurd imagery and personalities which could lend more credibility to the "it's a joke" defense. Look out! The clown's gonna shoot! Are you serious? They are joking, man. Look, they aren't even taking themselves seriously. Oh. Okay then. The easy way not to fall into this trap as an artist is to clearly state your intentions. First of all, you can see what I actually look like. A human being. Who would have guessed? Of course, showing themselves online is not for everyone, though I will have to admit that it will grant you more credibility when talking about high-level stuff like politics. Second, never say "it's just a joke, bruh." I did these drawings so that I could have a rant-sona off, but it kind of got out of hand. So now you are stuck watching this cute tortoise while I speak and do stuff. Unless you leave my channel, of course, but then you'd just be a hater who doesn't understand my artistic vision. So, to sum up this quote-unquote rant, let people enjoy art, yet point out when people do bad when necessary. Alright, Those are my opinions expressed through the forum that is the internet. If you like opinions from me, you can subscribe to this channel for more opinions. You can also subscribe for animations and art, because as an artist, I do art. And also dragons, you see those a lot in my art. Okay, thanks, bye. For one, you can see what I look like, a human being. Who would have guessed?